So I got some blackberry cuttings here. It is August 13th, I believe. Just experimenting with trying to root some cuttings that are definitely at the green stage, but they're no longer flimsy. Like I can't bend this without breaking it. So this isn't flimsy. This is pretty like semi-hardwood. I know you're supposed to use an inert material, but all I have right now is potting soil. So we're gonna try it, see what happens. I will keep you guys updated with the process. I'll let you know when I'm get another video clip of this when I am finished with potting them up. As I was potting them up, I got to thinking, since I have a wealth of cuttings, why not try different experiments? So this one I'm gonna try and just leave one set of leaves on them in this group. I'm gonna have a group with a bunch of different cuttings in one pot. And they're all gonna, the ones in the multiple pots all have 4 nodes, 2 below ground and 2 above. And I'm trying to keep the 2 above to have 2 sets of leaves on them. It's not always gonna be the case, but yeah. So this is mainly a 4-node pot, and then this is just 1 set of leaves above ground. Some of them have 2 nodes above, some of them only have 1 node above. This selection back here is not gonna have any leaves. I'm gonna see if they'll root like that. And then, yeah. So I'll have 3 separate groups and we'll see how they root. So while I was potting up some plants, I had an idea to run some different experiments. On this side, I'm running an experiment on doing it exactly the way that I found on another YouTube channel. They said to do it. Make sure to have 4 nodes, 2 above and 2 below. So I've got multiple stems in the pots, testing to see if, and then I got some controls of that experiment back there, just to see if I can multiply plants with less potting soil to start off with. Sorry if you see my hand gyrating, I got mosquitoes everywhere out here. So there's that experiment, and then another experiment is using them semi-hardwood with no leaves. See how that goes. I guess they're not semi-hardwood because blackberries don't get hardwood, but they're, you know, hardened off enough where they're not flimsy, but they're definitely still green cuttings, this year's plant material. And then I've also got 1 leaf method. So these have 3 or 4 nodes and just 1 leaf at the top. If you notice how all the leaves have been given a haircut, trying to reduce perspiration so that the leaves don't get all limp and wilty. So I will check back in a few weeks on these, keep you all updated on the success rate and how many take, how many don't, stuff like that. This is just an experiment, how I'm doing it. Because of Craig Odom's Nursery U page, heard somebody say on there that they take green cuttings. And I had only ever heard of tip layering, so I decided to give this a try. Well, I'll keep you updated on how it goes. All right, so we're at about the 10-day mark since the blackberry experiment. So yeah, let's take a look and see how it's going on. All right, the side with 2 leaves, if you can see, have a lot of dead leaves. We'll see if it's still gonna work. These ones back here with 2 leaves look better. So at least that's good. Might have some success there. 1 or 2 over here. But most of the leaves are withering and dying on these. I'm not expecting a whole lot of success. The surprise of everything is the ones that had just the leaf node barely above ground have some that are leafing out. I was not really expecting that. But we've got like 4 out of 9 there sprouting, so could lead to more success. These are the main heroes of the event. The ones that have just 1 leaf node, or 1 leaf, 2 leaf nodes above ground. And I think most of them have 2 leaf nodes below ground too. But this has been the most the best looking of the bunch. So experiment's still not over yet. We'll see how it does, but yeah, this is looking like the most promising method. One leaf above, chopped in half all the way across, with 2 leaf nodes above and 2 leaf nodes below, or a method where it's just 2 leaf nodes, one below ground, one above ground, and the one above ground had no leaves, and it's starting to take off. So yeah, we'll come back in another week or two and we'll just keep doing on this video and see how it goes. Thank you guys for following along. This is about the 3-week update. As you can see, total failure. So I think this project would, for future projects like this, I definitely think this is possible to do in the summertime. I think it'll require a mist system. I missed a day or two throughout. I mean, obviously, I think that if it was on a more regular mist system, this wouldn't have happened. I was spraying once a day and had some that were taken, and then forgot a day or two here and there, and the temperatures were in the 90s, and you can see what happened. I've also got a little bit of mold growing on the top. That's probably why they tell you to use an inert media. This one's more peat moss, not so bad, but this one's more potting soil, and it is bad. So yeah, learn from my failures. Don't take this method. I'll keep doing projects like this in the future, keep you all updated, and yeah, so definitely a failure. Learn from mine. No expert, just a guy with his hands in the dirt. Peace out, produce people.